This is a presentation of the Arizona Cardinals Broadcast Network.
Hey, let's get this going right here. Here we go. Let's work today. Got him. Let's go. All day. Way to keep fighting. Let's get it going right here. That's how football goes. Let's go win it. Let's go win it. Let's go.
This is Cardinals Game Plan with Head Coach Kliff Kingsbury, presented by Dignity Health.
And welcome in, everyone. It is Cardinals Game Plan. Paul Calvisi here, Ron Wolfley there. And Wolf, even though we're socially distanced, I can tell by the look in your eye, it is December football.
Paulie, you know what they say, too. December football is playoff football.
And right now the Cardinals are in the playoffs. That's where they want to wind up going into January. And with that in mind, we go to the head coach, Kliff Kingsbury. Coach, you've had a few days now to look at that New England game film and hitting the rewind button before we go forward and look at the Rams. What'd you think of that Patriots game on film, and what stood out in particular?
Yeah, it was a tough loss, obviously. I thought our guys played hard, had an opportunity, gave ourselves an opportunity late. Unfortunately, weren't able to finish that thing off, and you got to give the Patriots credit. They had a good plan in all three phases, and then had a big drive there late and made a great kick to win the game.
Kliff, when there are mistakes and you've got to correct them, how do you do that? Is it just in the film room? Is it just in the tape room that you do that? Or what other things can you do to help correct those mistakes?
Yeah, right now, with some of the virtual stuff going on, it makes it a little bit tougher to have the walkthroughs and get that immediate fix that you'd like. But we'll definitely try to get out on the field and walk through the corrections that we see and make sure that they don't happen going on the next game.
Speaking of, you mentioned last week you were seeking that fast start to the point where you were going to stop mentioning it. Well, guess what? You got the fast start, didn't you?
We did. I liked the energy we came in with. Got that turnover early and then had a nice long drive when we were pinned back. And so it was good to get it out there and finally play with the lead.
Coach, are there any analytics that measure the importance of getting off to a quick start?
Not that I've really tracked, but it definitely, as a coach, you definitely feel that, and you feel like it's important to try and get going on the right foot.
All right, so there was a 10-0 lead there. That was the good. The not so good, and we haven't said this very often at all the last couple of years, the special teams breakdowns. How critical were those in the outcome of the game?
You said it. That's a group that we've really taken a lot of pride in and has played at an extremely high level over the last 2 years that I've been here. And once again, you got to tip your hat to New England. They saw some things and took advantage of it, knowing they needed some big plays in that unit, and they made them.
Impressive was that drive heading into halftime, 15 plays all the way down to the 1-yard line. In hindsight, I know you got a lot of questions about this. Would you have done anything differently, including going for the touchdown versus settling for a field goal?
No, I wouldn't have. You said it. I think it probably was my favorite drive that we've had in the past 2 seasons I've been here. Just the way we were able to mix the plays up, take 7 minutes off the clock, run it all the way down, and we were getting the ball coming out of halftime. Just a big-time drive, and unfortunately, New England made a play there on the goal line, but, it was fourth and half a yard, and we'll take that all day. We just weren't able to capitalize.
Coach, what specifically was working on that possession?
I just felt like our guys were playing physical. We did a good job of mixing the run and the pass. Kyler had some run-pass options that he took advantage of and found our guys in space when they were there.
And then late in the game, you tie the game. Dre Kirkpatrick comes up with the interception. The opportunity was there at the end of the game, wasn't it?
Definitely. We had that ball and thought we did a good job of running it. Would have liked to get that first down there late, but unfortunately didn't, and came out, tried to make the kick. Didn't work out for this time, and you got to give New England credit. They drove down and made a play when they had to.
Yeah, Cam Newton's passer rating was sub-24. They had less than 200 total yards, the New England offense. For the second straight game, though, Kyler, you mentioned the run game, the aspect of his game where he uses the legs was contained and bottled up. And he was asked, does he need to run for this Cardinals offense to be firing on all cylinders? What would be your answer to that?
I think he's a complete quarterback and can do it, any number of ways. And his job, and he knows this, is to win football games. however it is. And he had opportunities in that game for us to win the game and drove us down and had an opportunity to make that kick, and we didn't do it. And so he'll continue to take what a defense gives him and continue to try and put us in positions to win the game late.
You mentioned in the passing game this week with the media that it would benefit from a greater sense of urgency, were the words you used, and you mentioned the precision passing game. Can you elaborate on that and what you meant by that?
Just doing it right all the time. You know, there's always going to be the scramble drill aspect of it. We have an athletic quarterback and a guy who can make plays and extend plays, but when things are on time, getting the proper depths, running the proper routes, doing it in rhythm, you know, you get later in the year, those things kind of wane a little bit, and we got to get back on track and get back to the basics there.
Coach Kingsbury sets his sights on the Los Angeles Rams when we return to Cardinals Game Plan. Presented by Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness. By Nissan. For great offers, shop nissanusa.com. By Desert Financial Credit Union, sharing success with you. And by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Welcome back to Cardinals Game Plan and Coach Kingsbury's virtual film room, powered by Microsoft Surface.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to Game Plan with Kliff Kingsbury. Let's go into the film room. Coach can bust out the Coyote clicker as we talk about one of those plays, guys. Kyler being Kyler, it was late in the second quarter, part of that 15-play drive, 3rd down and 7. Dan Arnold was the target. Take it from there, Coach.
Yeah, it was really Kyler making the play. Had some pressure on his face, was able to escape, kind of wheel out of it. Dan did a good job of retracing and made a heck of a catch. It really extended that drive and gave us a chance there at the end of the first half to really get a good lead going into halftime.
Coach, how did you feel about the protection for Kyler Murray all day?
I thought Kyler was efficient. You know, like I said, we'd like to have gotten in there at half. I think that would have really changed the momentum of the game and didn't. But when we needed him, he made plays and continues to put us in a position to win the game at the end, and that's what you want in this league.
We've seen Isaiah Simmons all over the field in the last 2 games and in the box score. What's been the key to his progress?
I really think the defensive staff's done a tremendous job of bringing him along at the right pace. You know, didn't have an offseason, didn't have preseason, and so they put him in positions to be successful early on, allowed him to do things that played to his strengths, and now it's paying off as you see the plays that he continues to make and the flash plays that are there. And so I've been really impressed with him.
All right, so the Rams also lost on a last-second field goal, the Niners sweeping that season series. Tell us about the Rams and some initial thoughts on Sean McVay's team.
They're a very talented football team, just like they've been the last few years. You know, Jared Goff is an established quarterback in this league, plays at a high level, very smart. You know, he'll make you pay if you give up anything. Great skill players. And then defensively, with their new defense coordinator, I really like what I'm seeing from that group. They play really hard, more zone coverage than the previous regime there, and he's got it going on with that group.
You know, Sean McVay was frustrated because they can't get past the Niners, swept them for the 2nd straight year. Is there a mental hurdle of sorts? Because this actually goes back to before you were even head coach of the Cardinals.
I'm not sure. You know, I think every year brings new challenges and new personnel, and that's kind of how I view it. But there's definitely something there because the Rams definitely have had our number.
When you think of the Rams offense, Coach, what is the one thing that doesn't get talked about enough?
I think just all that Jared Goff kind of orchestrates, whether it's getting him in the right play, the right run, the right screen. I mean, there's a lot on him. On every play, there's some sort of check that he's getting him into, and it's really impressive to watch him handle that week in and week out.
Earlier this week, I had a chance to do an hour broadcast with Carson Palmer, right? Former Cardinals great quarterback. He said there were 3 defenders all-time, the best he ever played against in his career: Troy Polamalu, Ed Reed, and Aaron Donald. How do you account for Aaron Donald, multiple NFL Defensive Player of the Year as a D lineman?
Yeah, we haven't figured that out yet. I don't think any other team in the NFL has. You watch him week in and week out and how disruptive and the plays he's making. He's really a phenom at that position, and so you just have to do your best to always know where he's at and try to do your best to get your double teams when you can and make sure he's accounted for.
Coach, could you give us a quick scouting report on the Rams defense and how they like to play?
Yeah, they're much more of a zone coverage team this year. They'll match Ramsey up on the best receiver at times and use him in some different spots, not just at corner, but more of a nickel type position where he can run around and make plays. And just really impressed with their new scheme and how they're executing it.
So what's your approach when you see Stephon Gilmore, NFL Defensive Player of the Year, one-on-one against DeAndre Hopkins, and this week if you're seeing Jalen Ramsey against DeAndre Hopkins, what's your thinking as the play caller?
Yeah, we're going to continue to operate like we do. You know, I thought when Hop had his opportunities to make plays, he did. Probably should have found him more this past game, but you know, we're not going to back down and completely go away from what we do because you know, really good players on one of our really good players. We like those matchups, and we'll continue to try and do what we do.
Let's go!
After the break, linebacker Jordan Hicks wired for sound when Cardinals Game Plan returns. Welcome back to Cardinals Game Plan. Linebacker Jordan Hicks is the quarterback of the defense, but his leadership extends beyond the field, into the locker room, and always front and center speaking to the media, even after a tough loss. He was mic'd up for Sunday's heartbreaker in New England and didn't waste any time making an impact. Wired, brought to you by your Arizona Ford dealers.
It is a gorgeous day in New England for the Cardinals and Patriots, the final game for the Cardinals in the month of November.
I'm the fed. Don't talk to me today. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go that way. Let's go that way. No, get on. Yeah! You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Ah! I'm a fed. Hey, Zeke. Over there is what time. Oh, here we go. Got him. I got him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cardinals kicking off right to left. It is a touchback. The Patriots will start on their 25-yard line, and here comes Cam Newton.
Here we go. Here we go.
Another run play straight ahead.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Cardinals showing blitz. Here they come. Snap to Newton. Gets hit.
Wow.
And it's picked off by Golden.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
It was Jordan Hicks who knocked the ball into the air.
Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, they all looked at Buddha and said, we blocking him. They let me wide ass open. Appreciate you.
It's a handoff to Drake up the middle. Did he get in? He did. Touchdown.
Tutty. Tutty. Tutty.
Here's the kickoff, and good coverage by the Cardinals. Moncrief tackled by Vallejo.
Yes, sir, Tanner. Yeah, Tanner. Yeah, Tanner.
Shotgun snap. Newton drops back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Gets
Let's
hit
go.
by Devondre Campbell and sacked.
Let's go, DC. Let's go. Run. Ooh. Hey, let's get off the field. Oh, I almost had it, boy.
Well, the Patriots are going for it. I'm a little surprised here. 4th and 2. Maybe they're just trying to get the Cardinals to jump.
Hey, get in here, get in here, get in here. Get in there, get in there.
Cam Newton takes a snap, pitches it to the right for White. He's got the first down. He dives for the end zone, and he's in for the touchdown. Third quarter, snap to Murray, pumps, now fires, it's tipped into the air, and it is intercepted by Phillips. The Cardinals in some trouble.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
This is what you ask your defense to do. Sudden change.
Goal line, goal line, goal line, goal line, goal line, goal line, goal line. Get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here.
Newton takes the snap from under center. And it's a quarterback sneak plowing
Good,
forward. He
good.
gets a yard, but not into the end zone.
My way, my way.
It's under center as Newton takes the snap. Give to Harris running right. Hit at the 1.
Get in that ball.
But I don't think he got in.
Hey, I'm too stout. I'm too stout, 3-7.
3rd and goal. Now White shifts into the backfield.
Here he comes.
They pitch it to White. Running left, trying to get the corner. He does. He's in for the touchdown.
It's either going to be sneak or is it going to be that?
Murray takes the snap. Hand off Drake again. Up the middle. Dives for the end zone. And in. Touchdown, Kenyon Drake.
Love
and
this.
the Cardinals an extra point away from tying the game.
Love this. Built for this. Let's go.
Newton takes the snap, fires complete, Myers on the catch, brought down by Hicks. Snap, play action pass, Newton setting up, throws far sideline, intercepted Drake Kirkpatrick, picked off at the 40.
Go, Drake! Go, Drake!
And tackled in Patriot territory.
Ah! That's what I'm talking about, boy! That's what I'm talking about!
Trying to give the Cardinals the lead here. Snap, ball is down, the kick is up, and it's wide to the right and no good. So another opportunity for Cam Newton.
Let's go! Let's go!
You got to get a stop here. 3rd and 13 on the Patriot 32. Snap to Newton, he's just going to take it running left, but he's got running room at the 40, heads for the sideline, gets drilled by Simmons on the far side of the 46, and a flag comes down.
Oh my goodness.
And now New England in business. Snap, ball is down, the kick is up, the kick is good, and the Patriots win the game 20-17.
Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious.
The Los Angeles Rams are on the horizon as the Cardinals look to keep pace with their divisional rival in the playoff race. We put our eye on the opponent when Game Plan returns. Now, Paul Calvisi and Ron Wolfley put their eye on the opponent, presented by Phillips Law Group, proud partner of the Cardinals.
All right, we talk about the Rams and Cardinals. We always start with Kyler against Aaron Donald, the Cardinals offense against the Rams defense. Let's flip that, Ron Wolfley, because right now there's one quarterback in the NFL who's right behind Carson Wentz when it comes to turnovers, and it's Jared Goff. He has 14 of them, and the Rams have gone 6 straight games failing to score 30 points, which is unheard of under Sean McVay. So we know this Cardinals defense has been thriving, especially against Cam in New England. How do you see that matchup?
Man, that's awesome, Paulie. I'm so glad you started there because there are two diametrically opposed forces in the football universe. That is a veteran quarterback that's making a lot of money, millions and millions of dollars, who's throwing a lot of picks, an inordinate amount of picks, and an elite defense. Paul, those two things do not go together. And if you don't believe me, remember when Buddy Ryan took a shot at Kevin Gilbride on the sideline back with the Houston Oilers? Do you remember that, Paul? That
Sure.
was because, exactly, they were turning the ball over and putting his defense in tough situations. Right now, the Rams have an elite defense. When you look at their ability to limit yards, when you look at their ability to shut you down in the running game and to get pressure on your quarterback and turn you over, they're top 10 in regard to turning over another quarterback. Man, I'm telling you right now, you get under their skin when you turn the ball over and give other opposing offenses short fields. So that is something to watch right here with Jared Goff. And the Rams offense isn't as potent as it's been in the past.
And they didn't see the real Kyler in their last meeting. The last game of last season, Kyler was hampered by that hamstring, really didn't have the run game, so we'll see what's in store here in Week 13.
Coach K with his keys to victory against the Rams when Game Plan returns. Cardinals Game Plan has been presented by Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness. By Nissan. For great offers, shop nissanusa.com. By Desert Financial Credit Union, sharing success with you. And by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, we started with December football. Let's wrap with December football and the head coach, Kliff Kingsbury. What does that mean to you? What's at stake right now? 5 games to go. And what has the message been this week as you start this final stage, all-important stage of the season?
When you start the season, you want these to be meaningful games in December, and for the first time around here in a couple of years, they are for us. And we understand that, our players understand that, and are excited about the challenge. But we got to take advantage of every day. There's 32 days left in the season, I believe, and we got to maximize each one of those days and continue to get better. Coach,
Personally, where is your mood on this? I mean, you're sitting here at 6-5. Where's your mood?
I'm excited because, as the season's gone on, I've seen some real flashes. I still don't think we played our best football, and I think it's out in front of us. And so I'm excited to see how we play down the stretch. Our guys have played really, really hard, made some mistakes here and there. I think we've learned from it all. And so I really believe this last month is going to be our best month of football.
Devondre Campbell told the media the Cardinals haven't played that complete game yet. Do you agree with that? How close is the team? What's it going to take to get that?
Yeah, I'd agree. I think in all 3 phases we're still looking to put one together, and that's exciting as a coaching staff because we know we're capable. We just haven't done it yet, and I think it's just continuing to work hard in practice, continue to practice like we play, and eventually it's going to come together.
Coach, what do you got to do if you're going to beat the Rams on Sunday?
got to handle, offensively, got to handle their motions, got to handle all the quick motions they do, the play action stuff, try and contain Woods and Kupp as best you can and make somebody else beat you. And then defensively, it starts with Aaron Donald. They have Ramsey running around back there. The scheme is really improved, in my opinion, when you're talking about the zone coverage. And so it's going to be a big challenge.
All right, look forward to it. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank y'all.
Thank you for watching Cardinals Game Plan.